Hi guys, it's Hidia here, once again with another AI video. This one is going to be my last AI-specific video for a while, since it is kinda hard to keep up with news around it, and there's a lot of competition to information out about it fast enough. So at this point I want to move on to something else which I will discuss later in the video. Anyways, right now I want to discuss the impact AI will have on our near future. While many sources online, such as Elon Musk, are claiming that AGI is almost here, and that it will be a competitor to humanity which could usher in either a new golden age or the next Terminator, I'm starting to believe that this is just a bunch of crap. Please do keep in mind that some of the details I present about AI in general may be oversimplified or my sources may be wrong, but this video does cover my overall experiences with AI tools and how I perceive they may play out in the future. Anyways, let's get started. AI is not as hyped as we are being told. There's a lot of hype around AI, and some people believe that it's going to take over the world. However, the truth is that AI is not as advanced as we're being led to believe. While AI has made significant progress in recent years, it still has a long way to go before it can match human intelligence. Rather, the issues with AI are more prevalent due to the economic and social problems it will create. Let's start with what I believe are going to be the limits of AI as it is currently understood. One of the key limits of AI, I believe, is the fact that it can really only do one core thing, that being pattern recognition. Given a large data set, AI will find a solution to a problem provided by self-improving its algorithm of search, which requires training it with pre-given data and a pre-given answer. Once it has found the right answer multiple times in a training session, it will remember the methodology of how it got it, and can then use this information to try and find the right answer when new data is given. This methodology is effectively a pattern that the AI then applies to a new problem with new data to find the right answer. If it is wrong, then the AI will try again multiple times until the correct answer is found, and then repeat it until it is sure the right solution is repeatable. At least that is what it does when it is training. For inference use, the model is already made, which means the patterns it needs to recognize have already been made and can be applied to new data, which is what happens when you use something like stable diffusion to create an image using pre-existing models. So how is this a limit for AI? It is a limit because the AI cannot evolve on its own without a given goal. It has no will of its own, nor does it have the ability to self-reflect unless it is given the goal to self-reflect to solve a problem. Basically, it is a tool at the moment, rather than something that can think for itself and decide and grow on its own. Sure, there is a lot of hype stating that it can go rogue and make decisions for itself, but so far nothing that I have seen in the public AI space tells me that it has any capacity to do so. Now they may have something that can do this in private, but that is pure speculation at this point, and thus I have no reason to believe they do other than just to generate hype for marketing and public recognition. Even more complex methods like Baby AGI and AutoGPT are just repeating the same model but on itself to give it more functionality. But I don't believe this will create a true AGI, or even if it does, that does not mean that it is truly sentient at the same level as a human, but it will be surely advanced enough to cause a massive shakeup in our economy and the value we can provide in society. Just see my video from 2 weeks ago for my thoughts on that. The main problem with AI I can foresee in the next decade or two is the abuse from malicious actors and the ability to devalue our labor in the economy. AI, as we have seen, can take over a lot of existing jobs, and can be improved to the point where even high-level professionals can be challenged in the labor and value they provide. This means that we are going to see more and more unemployment in the future, and even though AI does ease up the barrier of entry for smaller businesses to enter more advanced markets, the oversupply of these businesses in the future will again devalue them, which means we may see almost all businesses be reduced down to a small number of massive monopolies, which can provide almost all goods and services for cheap. The social and political impact of this will be extremely terrible, and with no easy solution, which I can think of, that guarantees our value and independent prospects in the near future. The second threat being malicious actors who can train AI to oppress people of a certain type or group, or to just either increase the ease of committing crimes and frauds, or the fact that it can be used by official agencies to further crack down on its populace for even the most minuscule of crimes. Let's also remember that data collection is being used by almost all online services and is stored for later decryption, and with AI and its pattern recognition abilities, managing big data becomes easier and easier, and even encryption may not be safe going into the future. Then we have the threat from spammers and criminal organizations, which can use the same tracking and data analyst abilities given by AI to fake voices, text, images, and even videos. For instance, you could end up being catfished into giving your money to a hacker who used AI to create a deep fake of a family member to steal from you. Given how widespread social engineering and phishing are nowadays, this will get only worse, not just from the criminal elements in society, but also from official elements, since the world grows more and more authoritarian each day. AI also has the ability to create false evidence such as audio, image, video, and even log evidence, which could be used against someone innocent in a courtroom. The most dangerous aspect of AI is the ability for it to create false historical evidence and make it appear legitimate due to how good it has become in altering images, videos, text, and voices. I can imagine a world where most information you find in school history books in the future would be AI-generated fakes, which can have the consequence of creating further cultural and political hostility between peoples. Another danger is the fact that given how technology has already made us so lazy and incompetent compared to our ancestors of days past, this problem will get even worse as AI makes almost all daily activities automatic and lifeless, thus creating the most dumbed-down, inexperienced, and immature society in the coming years. To remedy this, you will need to trust eyes and ears, do your own research, and think for yourself in the coming age of AI. Don't blindly believe everything you see or hear, and don't rely solely on the information provided by your culture, most of which will or has become AI-generated content. Self-research and experimentation will become vital for people to recognize and preserve true events and information going forward. Remember to keep in touch with friends and family to know you are not being catfished. Be wary of fraud AI, which will have made it easier for scammers and fraudsters to manipulate people online. And lastly, keep yourself informed on technology. Being tech illiterate is not an option for living a healthy and safe life. As technology continues to advance, it's becoming increasingly important to stay ahead of the curve. Make sure you understand the risks and benefits of new technologies before using them. Hey guys, here's a quick update regarding where I want to take this channel. As you know, I have been experimenting with AI-generated audio in my last few videos. But since I have limited time, it has not been as easy as I had hoped. Basically, coming up with a new script takes days of research and thought, and AI tools like ChatGPT only help a tiny amount when coming up with good scripts. Also, finding good B-roll takes time, and I don't feel like spending a lot of money on paid AI tools like Flicky and other AI services to make videos for a channel with such few subscribers. Don't get me wrong. I'm extremely grateful for the 22 subscribers I have so far, but this channel right now is too small to be investing a ton of money into at this point. Therefore, to remedy this, I will be starting a new series on this channel for creating tech news content, and I will be keeping the AI voice for the time being until I see some growth on the channel. In the meantime, I will be trying to upgrade the voice for make sound more natural in future videos. The new series I plan to make will cover new tech news of the week for each week, including AI news, which would cover the current hype trend around it. The biggest advantage this gives me would be the fact that news videos require less labor and editing when making the script for it, thus can save me a lot of time. This also helps out when searching for B-roll footage, since I can just post screenshots of the articles I plan to cover. Now, this doesn't mean that I will be quitting making videos where I discuss my ideas and thoughts about a topic, or any of the future AI tool videos I promised in my last video. I do plan to make those videos occasionally, but not in a scheduled weekly manner. That being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will get back to you guys next week. Goodbye.